we're making the very best homemade pie crust. And I'm telling you right now, if you think you've had the best pie crust, you have not had the best pie crust. This is the very best pie crust. Can I taste what?
Oh, can I taste the dough?
Can you taste the dough? Yes, you may.
Turret's here, Penny's here.
Whoa, you're up late.
Des is here and says, hello, hey, my lovely extended family.
Hold on.
Hey, glad to have you back in our house.
All right, there you go. Okay,
Dough.
so I'm assuming since Dave just left that we're on YouTube.
Or is he on strike? Oh, yep, we are.
Okay, so not sure where Dave went, but hopefully he'll come back because he's running everything on the other side. So today we are making the very best pie crust, Nan's pie crust, Jill's pie crust, page 247 in Dining on a Dime cookbook. Mike is putting the link right now. Oh,
Right.
Dave went to go get himself a snack.
What am I putting a link for? The pie crust?
Both the pie crust and the book.
So go grab yourself some of these.
All right, if you think you've had the best pie crust, guys, you're hitting the camera.
What? Yeah.
This is not, or wait a minute. If you think you've had the best pie crust, you need to try this pie crust. This is actually the very best pie crust ever. Don't you agree?
Ever.
Yes.
Ever. This
And
is
it's-
Mom's pie crust. She's been using, Jill's pie crust that she's been using for more than 45, 50 years. Let's see, how old is Mom? 45 years. Sorry, Mom. And it is absolutely the best. I'm telling you, it is the best. So, I hate pie crust, and I will eat this pie crust. Which, by the way, you can get Dining on a Dime autographed. Woohoo!
Ooh.
If you order our sale, it's $39 for the 4 books. I found more menus. I thought we were out the day before yesterday, and we weren't, and I found some more. So, Mike will put the link in for our sale. It is $39, free shipping. I'm autographing, Dining on a Dime, and you get a free Plan Ahead Leftovers ebook to hold you over until your books arrive in 1 to 2 weeks because they go media mail to save on shipping.
Mike's a little slow. Hey,
Come
hey,
on,
hey.
get with it. Get going.
You should give me the YouTube stuff on here so that I can do YouTube on here. And
Yeah. Okay,
because
so.
I'm monitoring you guys now. On
Oh dear, and
YouTube.
it's boiling over. I have an actual, whoa, oh my glasses got fogged up. I have an actual apple pie in the oven baking right now so I can show you a finished product. But today, I am only demonstrating the pie crust. And I'm going to be cutting my soap that I made yesterday because I wasn't here today to cut it. So I apologize for that. I'd planned on being here this afternoon live, but Ellie and I had to make a quick trip to Estes Park.
Aw, I feel
Isn't
so
it
bad
sad
for
to
you.
have to say you had to make a quick trip to Estes Park?
Yes.
I have a question on
Yes.
YouTube. I'm not sure if you guys already answered this, but Alicia says, are the books available for Ontario, Canada?
Yes, you can go and order for Canada. The shipping is like $15, something like that, and
Wait.
that is discounted. No, it's more than that,
You told me
isn't
it was like 30. or
No,
something.
it's like $30, but it's discounted. I don't know. Go look and see how much it is. I can't remember for sure.
It was
But-
we had it for less, but when we actually went to ship them, the shipping cost was coming out to be more than the entire order.
Yeah.
So we had to raise that.
So we had to get the actual shipping cost on there. We made a mistake. So all you people who ordered a few days ago got a really good deal. We basically paid you to take the books. So
Leanne says I was a great pirate on Monday. Thank you, Leanne.
where was I? Okay, pie crust. Flour. Mike put the link in there.
Actually, I'm having some. I put the link for the pie crust in, yes.
Lisa
Okay,
got
your
her
flour-
soap and book.
Ooh, yay! I'm glad you got your soap and book, Lisa. So in your flour, you're going to add your sugar and your salt. So flour, sugar, salt, and we're going to stir it together just to get that all mixed together. Okay.
Dave here from the mountains of Georgia.
Woohoo!
Mother of Many Horses wants to know, does it involve lard?
This does not involve lard. This involves shortening. We use shortening for our pie crust, and it is very tasty. Are you going somewhere? Oh, okay. So to measure shortening, oops, oh dear, I don't have this right. I have a little trick here to show you. So, if you'll put the link up, this is a 4-cup measuring cup. I just got it the other day because mine broke. Okay, so what you do for the shortening to measure it, this is super simple, so watch. Now this had ice in it to get the water really super cold for pie crust, but you don't normally have to put ice in it. So what I would do is fill it up with water and ice, let it sit for just 2 or 3 minutes, take the ice out. Make sure that it has 2 cups of water. So mine has straight on 2 cups of water. So then what I do is I put in my shortening until I reach the amount I need. For this one, it's 1 1/4. Now guys, you cannot use butter for this recipe. I'm sorry. If you want to use butter, you can, but it will not turn out the same.
Oh, you want me to show you?
So, yes. Oh, you should have been showing everybody. Oh dear. Okay, so since Dave...
No, they could see it a little
Oh, they
bit.
could? Okay.
It's
What?
more obvious now.
You should use these.
Yes, we'll do that when you guys go.
Bumblebee Junction says there's something flaky about this.
I got it.
And Mother of Many Horses says, can you substitute with lard? I don't use shortening because of health reasons.
You can substitute with lard, although I don't think that it'll turn out quite as flaky and delicious, but you can. Yes, you may. Okay, so I started my water at 2 cups. I put my shortening in until it came up to 3 1/4 because I needed 1 1/4 cups of shortening, all right? That's a good way to measure shortening. It's really simple. You know it's accurate. And then just drain it off. There you go.
Actually, when you press down the shortening, that's not really accurate because all you're doing is making it more dense. You're just compacting it. You're not actually.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is a good way to measure it without having to get it all messy. Okay,
This is a better way.
now,
Are you eating nerds? Somebody said, nerds. I was like,
why
sorry.
am I just standing there looking weird?
Probably because I need to reboot your computer. It's been misbehaving the whole time.
Well, I just restarted it. Okay, so got my shortening in here. Now you can use a pastry blender. I don't know. Do I have a pastry blender? I used to have a pastry blender, but I think I got rid of it because I never used it. No, I don't have one. Okay, so the way I do this, and it may not necessarily be the right way, and I know it's not the right way. I mean, people use a pastry blender 2 knives, but I just take the tips of my fingers and I just gently mix in the shortening into the flour until it is all
I wonder if Kelton's good.
mixed in. And it's little crumbles, kind of like cornmeal. Okay.
Lisa says, I got my soap and book. Thank you. And the soap smells so good.
Yay, Lisa. I'm glad your soap smells so good. Mike, can you put the link to buy it? Mike will put the link if you want to buy my soap. I have not added my new soaps. I had not planned on going to Estes Park today, and I was going to do that. So I'm going to try, knock on wood. I got to make soap tonight because I went up to the cherry shop and she sold out again. And I just took soap 2 weeks ago. I'm hoping my bigger molds that someone is making for me will be done like really quick because I really need them. Okay, so see how it's kind of crumbly. All right, so get all your flour and your shortening mixture mixed in. Then add your vinegar, egg, and all this should be cold.
All of it.
And cold water. Okay, Mike put the recipe in there, so if you want to follow it, you can follow the recipe.
Could it be tap water or does it have to be like?
Tap water is fine. I did add some ice in here because I knew the lights were going to kind of cool it off. So then
Here, I'm going to add the recipe again.
Mike's putting the recipe on there again. Okay, so now I'm just gently mixing this together. And you just want to bring the dough together. You don't want it to be mixing it too much. You're not kneading the dough, you're just bringing the dough together. And I took some books up. A la carte in Estes Park ordered books today, The Dining on a Dime, so if you're ever in Estes, you can pick them out there. But
If you're not from Colorado, Estes Park it's a tourist town right at the front of the Rocky Mountain National Park.
yes, it's very, very beautiful.
And what's funny
And-
is whenever
Oh, hold on just a second. She said that there's a way that you could shake it in Tupperware, the dough, without having to knead it with your hands. And I was going to try that tonight. Hold on, Jack. We were going to try that tonight, but I don't have a bowl with a lid on it, so I need to find a bowl. Okay, so now my dough has just come together. Whoops, I dropped a piece.
Dave, are you guys having trouble with buffering? Because it looks like a number of people on Facebook are saying that it is.
this
Easy and
is
buffering.
streaming fine. 30. Oh wow, it did take a little.
Okay, hold on. Mike's going to do a little bit of
Mess up, sorry.
tech support here, of
I just
course.
had-
You're supposed to be watching this here.
Okay, can you what?
Is it green all the time?
Not right now.
I'm green for the entire time.
Here, come dance for a minute, Jack, while I wash my hands.
Yeah, because
Dun 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 dun.
One more time.
Dun 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 dun. You gotta do it. Dun 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 dun.
Okay, there we go.
I'm getting a little confused.
You're getting confused. All right, how are we doing?
Everyone on YouTube is saying there's no buffering.
Oh, no buffering here. You're working on YouTube.
Okay.
It's good. Okay.
Thank you guys, we appreciate it.
An extra batch of dough, just
Yes, I made an
more
extra
pie.
batch of dough. Okay,
For
so
more pie.
now, all right, my pie in the oven is just about done. Okay, so now to roll out your pie, you can use the countertop and liberally flour the countertop, and that does just fine. And then what I do is after I roll it out on the countertop, I use a pastry scraper. If you could put this link in.
Oops.
Mike's going to put a link to Amazon to one that's similar, and actually I think the other one works better because it's ergonomic. But
Pastry scraper, right.
this is the pastry scraper that I use for everything. But the pie will stick to the countertop a little bit even if you flour it. So I stick this underneath and go like this, and it scrapes it up. Now, if you do have waxed paper, or this is parchment paper. Now, normally I use wax paper, and I didn't have any. I hope this works, and I'm almost afraid to try it. But I'm going to give it a try.
Experimental cooking with
I
pie.
shouldn't experiment live on TV. Okay, so liberally. All right, BJ, can you close that window, please? The dogs are whining outside.
Carrie wants to know if this makes enough for 6 double pie crusts.
No, this makes 3 pie crusts.
Oh,
So
I have a
you
good
would
question.
need 2 batches of this.
Can
So
you
I'm.
use this? Oh, sorry.
What?
Can you use this to make Little Caesar, like deep dish pizzas, or just pizza
No.
in general?
Well, if it was like a cinnamon pizza, I guess you could, but not a regular. This is not pizza dough. No.
Oh.
Okay. So, the pie tin I'm using today is slightly bigger than normal. So, is this a 10-inch? It doesn't say.
43-inch.
Okay, so get your pie in a little ball, smush it, and get more flour on here.
Oh, Sonia asked if you used 2 or 3 cups of flour. She didn't notice.
Sonia, the recipe, Mike put the recipe on there. So, you can go look at the recipe at Living on a Dime. Mike's putting the link on there for you.
I have 2 questions. You know that says, can you make this pie crust and freeze it?
Yes, you may make this pie crust and freeze it. And actually, that's what I'm going to be doing with this one because Friday I'm going to be making pumpkin pie.
And Julie from Georgia says, how can you save pie crusts?
How can you save them?
Like, keep them from going bad.
If you mean freezing them,
Yeah.
Penny says pie in the oven better than a bun in the oven. Just saying. Yeah.
Thank you, Penny. I
especially
totally agree at this point in my life.
Especially when you're like us and you're overwhelmed already.
Yeah, I think that would be too much.
Susan, we pasted the recipe in the comments just a minute ago.
Okay, so this seems to be working. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling out my pie crust. So to freeze this, I would wrap it. Where are you going? Okay, goodbye. Buy yourself a birthday present while you're there. I'm kidding. Goodbye.
What's your budget?
$3.
Okay.
Go for the Halloween candy clearance section. I would divide this in thirds and make the balls, wrap it in saran wrap, plastic wrap, and then put it in a freezer bag. Sorry it took me so long to answer that question. Okay, so I'm rolling it out. And this seems to be working, knock on wood, pretty well. Okay. But I am going to sprinkle. See, it's starting to stick just a little bit. So I'm going to sprinkle some on. And then I'm going to... Oh, my! Okay, that didn't work. Like I said, never used parchment paper before. Okay, so don't do that technique. I told you guys, Mom's the pie maker, not me.
Oh, wow.
But we got to get it made because Thanksgiving is coming, and this really is a good pie recipe. And another thing I want to say that Mom has always said, and I'll say it for, you know, people say, oh, I just don't know how to make pies. It's just too hard to learn and all that. You know what? Practice this stuff. Practice it. You know, we're with the Homestead Network tonight, which I forgot to announce. TheHomesteadNetwork.com. Go check it out. There's a whole bunch of us YouTubers on there who have great tips and ideas, and we focus mostly on the cooking portion of homesteading. But you're not going to learn this stuff if you don't practice it. If you need to make 10 pies for Thanksgiving, practice making 10 pies and take them to someone who would appreciate them. This pie cost, let me think. This pie that is in the oven probably cost me about $1.50, maybe $1.50. And once you get down how to make it, it will take, I made this pie here that's in the oven in less than 15 minutes. It was probably 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. I went to the pie shop today to take my soap. I know it seems weird, but they sell gifts. $18 for a pie. They're great pies, but you can do these things at home. Just practice. And don't say, oh, I just can't do it. Practice it and try and do it. Okay, so mine's not very
Otherwise it can be ice cream topping.
So Mike always jokes because I had on our no-bake fudge recipe cookies in our book that if they don't turn out, make them ice cream topping. So now he makes everything ice cream topping and laughs at me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do
We have a couple of people asking if you can make the pie crust and freeze it.
Yes, you can make the pie crust and freeze it. And what I would do is divide it into balls. So this would be divided in 2 because it makes 3 pie crusts. So I lightly dusted the top of my pie crust and I'm folding it over. Okay. And then I'm folding it again. There you go. Now, lay it in a quarter of your pan.
Please don't fail.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Did you mention the cost?
So this is about $1. Oh, see. I am just not the best pie crust maker person. What happened was, guys, it got too warm. So you want to do all this with real... My goodness, it completely fell apart. Okay, so I'll show you how to patch your pie crust.
Keep calm and carry on.
It got too warm in here, guys. I've had the oven on for an hour and a half, and now we have the studio lights. So, let me show you how to patch your pie crust. No comments, Mom. This is why I wanted Mom to do this. She's so much better at it than me. Okay, but this will still be a delicious pie crust. Okay, so just take the little pieces and patch where it fell apart. Okay, just a second, Dave. What do you need, Jack? Yes, you can have a little bit. Okay. So,
Phoenix says,
Getting lots of likes and loves, my dear.
you guys love me anyway, even if my pie crust is a complete and total failure? Okay, it's a failure, but it tastes good, so I guess that's all that matters. All right, so I guess we're gonna maybe do Thanksgiving Live on Facebook.
You've got to be kidding.
Heidi said she wanted to, so they're our guests, so I guess so.
Turtle Phoenix.
I'm not sure if it'll be a good idea. It might be chaos and bedlam. Go ahead, Dave.
Turtles Phoenix. Sorry, it's about to scroll off the screen.
Okay.
Turtles Phoenix says, where can we get that rolling pin and the pie pan?
Okay. Oh, I forgot the pie pan. Okay, the rolling pin, Mike is putting a link.
I am. Ashley loves the Santa mug.
Thank you. Actually, I need a drink.
Okay, what am I putting the link in for? The rolling pin.
Rolling pin. Oh, man alive. I can't believe I did this.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, actually, it's not really, because you can mash it together and it'll cook
Yes.
nicely.
So, just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep cooking. Just keep cooking. Just keep cooking. Oh, my goodness. This is crazy. Hi, my name is Tara, and I've sold 450,000 cookbooks.
How many?
I think it's 450 now.
At least.
Wait, what?
At least.
only
We
have
might be up to
37,000?
We should count. What if we're at 500,000 and we have shorted ourselves?
It just rolled off the screen before I could get to it, but somebody was saying they're still waiting to see Mike make an omelet.
Oh, we'll probably have to do that after Christmas because we have so much to do for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Karen wants to know what kind of pie is in the oven.
So, what's in the oven is an apple pie. Okay, so
Yum.
now I'm kind of getting it all in here. So, see, you can pretty much save it. Oh,
I didn't see who asked, but somebody asked if it's better to watch on Facebook or YouTube. Usually both of them are working pretty well.
yeah. Okay, make sure you don't have any holes in the bottom. Okay, so then what you want to do is
Not do that. Not break it.
poke at the bottom with a fork. Excuse me, I forgot my fork. Just a little bit. This releases air if it goes to bake. And before you make your pie, or before you add your filling, put this in the oven and bake it for about 5 minutes in the oven. And that'll cook your crust so your crust does not end up soggy from putting your filling on top first right away. Now, some people will put a piece of foil down and put beans in there to hold it down. Pie weights, you can buy pie weights, but I haven't ever had to do that. I just throw it in the oven and it works just fine. So if you want to do that, you can, but you don't have to. So put it in the oven and bake it for just a couple minutes. 5 to 7. I did 7 this time. All right, so now here's my pie. Let's see. Is that going to get the
Yeah, your mom said she has that same trouble you have, and hers always works out great. So
All right, so
there's definitely hope.
now here's another tip. Shoo-wee! Turn that sucker off. Oh, except I gotta bake this one. Let's see. I think I'll just go ahead and bake this one for Christmas. No, for what's that holiday coming up? Thanksgiving?
Friday? Oh.
A Friday. Let's see. Should I do that? I guess I will. Okay. So here's another problem that happens when you make pies. It almost never fails that it boils over. See how it boiled over?
Whoa.
So I always line a cookie sheet with foil or put it in a jelly roll pan with a Silpat like this. Just do something to catch the spills because it always boils over. And maybe it's just because I fill my pies clear to the top, but that's what happens. Now, I'm going to do the instructions on how to bake the pie crust how to bake the whole apple pie on Friday. And we're going to cut this one so you can see it in just a minute as soon as it cools.
Colleen wants to know what's that in the cup.
What cup?
The cup that you just drank from.
Oh, no. It's tea. It's English breakfast tea, my favorite tea.
Is that the tea from Sue?
That is not the tea for Sue because I'm saving it for when Mom comes because she'll kill me if I eat it all myself. Okay, so now, here's a little tip if you have leftover pie crust. And Mommy did this all the time, and my brother and I just loved it. Yes, Jack, you may. Okay, so this is a full pie crust's worth. But let's say you have, you've done your little edges and all that, and it's all pretty, and you have like this amount left. Well, this isn't really enough for a pie crust. So Mom makes these little cinnamon crisps, and what she does is she rolls it out.
Oh yeah, those are delicious too.
Really, really thin.
Whoa. That's the...
Okay. She rolls it out really, really thin. Then she used parchment paper, which you can. Here, but you can use your Silpat if you want. Since this parchment paper is already dirty, I'm going to use that one.
Coconut cream pie? Oh, what is that thing?
Oh, yum. Coconut cream pie is my favorite pie. Well, pumpkin's my good too.
I asked everyone who likes pies, and if so, what is their favorite flavor, and...
Coconut cream, yum. Thanks, Dave. Those are some good ideas. So, take and pull it off and put it on your tray and fill in the holes. Then take cinnamon and sugar, sprinkle it on.
Wow, Cindy's watching from Japan. She says it's the morning there. Also.
Wow, good morning. Okay, liberally sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar, and then bake it. Oh dear.
I don't know how to say this, but Bumblebee Junction wants to is asking, will this work as a Quiche crust?
Quiche.
Quiche crust. Yes, this would make a very good quiche crust. Okay, Mom, how long do you bake that? I can't remember. I think you bake it like 10 minutes, but hold on. Let me have Mom get on here. And...
I'm
Okay.
in Facebook right now, so post it there.
Yeah, post on Facebook. So Dave, point down for just a minute. I want to show him something. Okay, so now why I like this pastry is because see how it scrapes everything up? It just scrapes everything so super simple. I love this thing. It's the best thing ever.
Penny says she thinks 10 or 15 minutes. Oops.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was 10 minutes, but I couldn't remember. Okay, and then, ta-da! Isn't that great? So,
Why aren't you looking Dining on a Dime cookbook?
I don't think it's in Dining on a Dime. I think that is one recipe that we left out.
The pie crust?
No, the cinnamon sugar stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
those are pretty yummy.
so now you have like a 10-second cleanup of your counter, which is great. And there you go.
Whoops.
So, that is how you make homemade pie crust. So now I am going to sit and answer questions while we let the pie cool down and Mike
Yum.
Oh, your
will
mom.
test it.
Your mom says she just watches the pie until the crust becomes light brown.
Well, that's not very much help, Mom.
You can't put until the crust becomes light brown on a timer.
You can't. Okay, so now I got flour and pie stuff all over my cups, so now I'm going to poison myself and...
Wow, a lot
Have a
of
gluten
comments and
attack.
questions.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a seat here.
Oh, hello everyone.
Okay,
We're gonna cut soap. All right.
let me get my soap cut for all of you who I didn't do this afternoon. I'm so sorry.
1919 Farmhouse Homestead says, "Hey, it looks like my pie crusts." LOL. Actually,
Alright.
a lot of people are talking about when they're in pieces like that. You mush it together and it works just fine.
Yes, so if your pie crust is in pieces, just keep mushing it together. I know it's not the proper way to do it. I totally get that. But it makes a good pie, which Mike will attest to in just a moment. Won't you, dear?
Hey,
Yes, yes. What am I attesting to?
A good pie.
Yes.
You hesitated. You shouldn't hesitate.
Yeah, you shouldn't hesitate with your wife. She's
No,
great.
it really is a good pie, guys. Every time I have taken this to any kind of get-together, everybody's like, "Oh, that's the best pie ever. I hate pie crust. Oh, this is the best pie ever. Oh, I hate pie crust. This is the best pie ever." I'm like, I know. It's my mom's secret recipe in Dining on a Dime cookbook. On page... Hold please, hold please. The suspense is building. 247.
On Dining on a Dime cookbook.
Okay, and don't forget our 4-book special sale, guys. $39. It ends on Friday.
Wow.
And I'll sign your book. Okay, time for the soap cutting.
All right.
Yes.
You ready for questions?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, is that peppermint not beautiful?
That is. It's beautiful, but man, it really smells.
Okay, since
good,
Mike
too.
put his nose on that one's ours. So don't worry, don't send me an email, don't comment. Yeah.
Actually, I'm very clean. I'm even housebroken. So, okay. Sorry. Okay, so. Well, earlier Monica checked in from Finland. Have we had Monica?
Ooh, I
before?
shipped your books today.
Oh, yay.
Woohoo! And your soap samples. Thank you for joining us.
Robin said, "Thank goodness Mike's not an Irish pirate."
Sorry, guys.
Did that disturb you, Robin?
Apparently it disturbed several people because they all commented on your Irish pirate.
That disturbed
Wow, that's
me.
pretty cool that they thought I was Irish.
He wants to be Irish. He always goes around talking in an Irish accent and I just want to
I wasn't trying to go for Irish that day. I just was being a pirate. So, Colleen says it's storming in central Illinois, and someone else said it was storming in Indiana. So I wonder if they're getting what we had last night.
Wow.
There were some questions about vinegar. Did you put vinegar in it?
I put vinegar in
I
it.
think they were wondering. Some people were wondering why.
That's the secret to making it a good pie crust.
That's what we want.
The
to tell you.
vinegar and sugar. Everybody just uses flour, lard, salt, and water. It's the vinegar and sugar that makes it a tasty pie crust that's actually edible. And I don't care if Grandma Eugene's been making the same pie crust for 100 years. This one is better. So, by the way, this is Bud's Wood Shop soap cutter. Can you put the link on there, please? This is the best soap cutter ever. And I know I'm going to get some questions. I put it in there. He did send this to me, but I love this thing. It is the best ever. What?
He sent it to her, but he didn't pay us to say that.
No, he didn't pay me to say that, and I wouldn't be advertising it if it wasn't any good. It's great. I am super happy with it. Okay. Just a second. I'm on
Mother Many Horses says, LOL, Mike, I just watched Overboard last night. That comment was on it. I wonder which one.
What? Oh, what comment?
I think I missed the comment, Mother Many Horses.
Okay, now you can do it.
Whoa, that's a cray name. Amazing.
All right. I wonder if she owns horses.
Maybe so. Okay, so ready for more questions?
Sure. Shoot them at me.
Okay,
hold on.
Penny says, I love that Tara's trying stuff right in front of us.
Okay, there is the cutting. That is, whoa, hold on just a second. Okay, hold on just a second. So this one is like extra, extra large. So I'm going to cut just a little bit off for a sample. Okay. Yes.
What?
Next question.
Oh, I didn't know you were ready for questions.
happened?
Teresa says parchment is awesome for everything.
Yes, parchment works really well. Okay, you're doing
Anna
this Jack or
says,
me?
Anna says, just found your channel and love your videos. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Glad to have you, Anna. Heather says, I just made this pie crust for my daughter's birthday pumpkin pie. Delicious.
Thank you. See?
And Jenny says, this recipe is fantastic. The first pie crust recipe I've tried that works as written. And I've tried about 30 this year alone. It's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yay! See, I told you guys. You got to listen to me. I'm telling you.
And while you were still making pies, Bumblebee Junction was saying, getting flakier by the second. That could be more than one way, Bumblebee. And since you're a regular here, you know how flaky we can be.
What? Oh, how's the Colorado weather?
Yeah, someone said it.
Someone asked. The Colorado weather is beautiful. It has never been this warm in November that I ever remember.
Oh. It's funny because it was winter until June. And now, now it's staying summer until
it was
November.
winter until like the second week of June. It was cold, cold, cold. Boom! It got hot and it stayed hot until the first week of September. And now we have just had a beautiful fall. Makes me sick I didn't get some pansies out this year because they would have been so pretty.
Oh, Dolphin Man says, I would like to add food coloring to the dough for the homeschool children at my church.
Well, I guess you could. I've never seen that before. I mean, it should work. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Anna watched
I'm amazing.
your mom's video. Says, watched your video last night for the first time. Can't believe I thought I was being noble by saying no exchanging gifts.
Oh.
Changed my mind completely. Sorry to be off topic.
Sorry. Well, yay. I'm glad we helped think of, put it in a new perspective for you.
1919 Farmhouse Homestead says, I always make my pie crust too thick. I think I get it just right, but someone always says it's too thick.
Well, just roll it out a little bit more. Then when you think you've got it, then just roll it out another time or two.
Did we mention Jack's awesome frugal deal at the garage sale?
Oh, no, we didn't.
You didn't yet.
But I don't think we can carry it up. So we'll have to wait.
Carry it up.
Well, we
so
can tell.
So guys, sometimes when I'm putting my soaps, I'll hit it. So what I do is to clean up the tops if they accidentally get soap on there. I was having the hardest time with my hands slipping yesterday.
Grandma's Homestead wants you to do soap close-ups.
Okay, just a second, I'll do soap close-up. So I just scrape it like that until I get it cleaned off. And sometimes I'll use a knife very gently. It just comes right off. It's not... Okay, so... There you go.
Deborah says we should charge more for nose prints on the soap.
Yeah. No, this is the nose print one, just so you know. I got a comment about that the other day. Drives me crazy.
The timer went off.
Oh, Julie wants to know if you set a timer for the cinnamon crisps.
Well, I did, but...
That just got destroyed. No. That's good.
Just a second. Just another couple minutes.
Patsy wants to know if it's apple cider vinegar or white vinegar that you use.
I use white vinegar. It's in the recipe, guys, on there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Lisa Marie's asking where to get the book, so I'm going to paste that in.
Maybe you should give me a smooch while you're at it.
Mwah.
There.
This video just suddenly became rated R.
That's not rated R, Dave. I'm glad you don't.
I'm glad you think it's
You don't
rated
know what
R,
defines
though.
that, though. Okay, so you ready for more questions?
Sure.
All right, let me go back to the questions. The long list of questions.
Oh, dear.
Carl and Heather are here, and Carl says, Heather and I made your taco seasoning last night. The tacos were great.
Yay! So our taco seasoning, if you're wanting to know, is in Dining on a Dime cookbook on page... Where is taco seasoning? I can't remember. Page 305. Taco seasoning right there, along with pumpkin pie spice if you need it. Page 305. And if you're just wondering, homemade shake and bake is on 304. There you go.
Oops.
These soaps will be available in about 4 weeks to order.
Mary Roberts says, roll out the dough and put it in pie pans and then freeze. That way you don't have to wait for the dough to unthaw.
Yes, that's a good way to do it. About what deal? Oh, okay. So Jack wants to tell you about his really good deal. What did we do? We went to a garage sale.
I can't bring it up because it's full of water right now, but so
We should do a video on it, showing them your good deal.
oh yeah.
Okay,
So
we went to a garage sale.
we went to a garage sale, and what I found. So we were just walking around, and guess what I found? Well, I found this little light.
It's about this tall,
That tall, seriously,
right.
that tall,
about 2 feet tall.
like about this big.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Go ahead.
and then so you can like flick a switch, and then it starts and then bubbles start going up into the light,
It's a tube light.
and then you can turn on another switch, and then it turns on a light that's red, green, and blue,
Mm-hmm.
and it bubbles, and there are little marbles that are going up and down, and yeah, stuff like that. And
How much did it cost you?
at the garage sale, it cost me $1. And BJ liked it so much he wanted one, so he looked on Amazon, and it was
Hold on. Take your heart medicine, everyone. Are you ready? Drum roll, Dad. How much was it on Amazon?
more than $100.
What?
You got a good deal. Good show. Yeah, he got a $100 light for $1 at a garage sale.
It sort of looks like this.
There you go. Yep, it does sort of look like that, doesn't it? Good job.
Can you see that, Dave?
Maybe we'll do a show on your good garage sale deal, Jack.
Oh yeah, sort of.
Okay? Should we do that?
Yeah, like wait, how would you bring the entire studio all the way downstairs?
We won't. We'll bring the light upstairs.
Getting lots of wows and likes and
Yeah,
hearts.
look at everybody's liking it.
Julie says goodbye, Jack. Very goodbye.
You got a good deal.
Yay, good deal. Robin says, even though I live in Pennsylvania, my husband's company is in Colorado. He says when he goes there, one minute it will snow hard and the next minute it'll be really warm. The weather there is unpredictable. That is so true. Especially if you're in the mountains.
But it's not bad because we were looking because everyone when we were moving back to Colorado said, oh, it's so cold. How do you want to live in Colorado? It's actually not cold here. And I shouldn't say that because there's too many people moving here anyway. But I went and looked after we moved, and the weather is actually colder in Kansas in the winter than it is here.
Oh, Uncle Dave said hi? It said hi, little D on...
Melissa
Is
says,
the name
can
on
you
there?
use gluten-free flour with this pie crust?
Okay, so I have not attempted to make a gluten-free pie crust. All right, now it's golden brown. Oops, just slightly done. Oh, well, that's
Ooh,
okay.
that looks delish.
And then my pie crust is done for my... Okay, don't touch. So, go get a plate, Jack, and I'll give you and Dave some to try.
Some pie crust?
Yeah, the cinnamon pie crust.
I don't want.
I don't really.
You guys don't want any? Okay.
Kind of, from already eating.
You're full? Okay.
I
I have not tried gluten-free pie crust. My thing is, everything I bake gluten-free is almost always a bomb. I baked like 2 things, some crackers one time, and a date nut bread, and a pumpkin bread. 3 things. And those are the only things that have turned out baking gluten-free. And I got tired of throwing away $5-10 worth of ingredients every single time I would try to bake gluten-free. So I got tired of it. I might try after the new year, to bake gluten-free again and see if I can do some recipes for you guys. But honestly, I hate baking gluten-free. It never turns out, and so that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Cheryl says, I don't think I would want to try gluten-free pie crust. It's one of the best treats.
Well, I know, and that's the problem with me, is I would rather just not eat it than deal with a gluten. I mean, I'm sorry, I've had a couple of things that actually taste good gluten-free, but it's very few and far between. And so I would rather just not eat the pie. Honestly, I will just make the pie filling. Like I'll make a pumpkin custard without a pumpkin pie without the pie crust and make a pumpkin custard instead. So that's what I do since I can't eat gluten. So that was a long version, sorry.
Or, yeah. Debbie says, I feel so much better about trying this. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's really not hard. And like I said, this cost me like $1.50's worth of ingredients for this pie back here. That is worth trying 5 or 10 times. And even if you totally flop it, you can at least save the guts and eat the guts as dessert for dinner. And try again. Bake a pie every single day for 2 weeks until you get it down. Because a lot of this is just practice. And that's a lot of this stuff with the homesteading. It's just practice, isn't it?
Yep.
We didn't learn home repairs by sitting and twiddling our toes. Mike actually got out there and ruined a whole bunch of things first before he got it right.
What? Actually, my first major repair was that pipe.
You did
the
do
frozen
very
pipe
well.
in Idaho, using the one piece that Jill had and your mom had, and then also a bunch of things I MacGyvered together from a scrapyard from a farm equipment company.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome.
We lived in
We lived in Nez Perce, Idaho. Population 400.
460 miles, and I think it was Thanksgiving weekend, wasn't it?
I remember
think
it
it
had
was.
frozen, and then it defrosted out, thawed outside, and then we heard water running from in the house. We had
like, what is that water running?
a water faucet out in the yard, and we had no idea. Oh, you're supposed to winterize that? So
we
we've come a
did.
long way.
We've come a long way.
So,
All right, so I'm gonna cut this pie. I hope it's cool enough. I probably should cool it a little bit more. Oh, I just love soap. Isn't that pretty?
There are tons of more questions too. And
Okay, tons of more questions. Go for it.
and comments. Well, Carol says if my house is warm, I put my pie crust in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes to cool before I roll it.
Yes, and I should have done that today, but since we were live, trying to get it done.
And Leona says you can put the rolling pin over the crust, lift crust still on parchment, and drape over the rolling pin, and then peel the paper off and drop it in the pie plate.
That is normally how I do that. I was trying a different method today, and oh dear. Okay.
Yum.
We won't mention that my pie crust is cooked to the foil. So, here we go.
Oh, that was a fail.
Actually, that wasn't a fail. It usually does this.
It usually does this, but for some reason I can't get it. This is why I like the Silpat better than foil. Ugh. But I thought the foil would be easy cleaning today.
No.
All right. Oh, this is the best part though.
Wait, can I have a...
Well, that's like the melted cheese thing too.
Oh, it is so good.
Wait, what is that on there?
This is melted pie goop.
Is it like the flavor of the berry or what?
Hmm?
What is it?
It's apple flavor. Here, don't eat that little piece of foil.
It's kind of like a
Like
fruit roll-up, isn't it?
all of this.
Yeah, it's like eating a fruit roll-up. Okay, questions.
Jennifer was referring to what you were doing before. She says, you don't fail, you teach. We thank you for that. And Laura says, don't you love live television?
Yeah, not a good way to look at it. So I always cut a K in there and sprinkle the top with sugar, which I'll tell you about Friday.
Why do you cut a K in it?
To let the steam out so the crust doesn't all
No,
over.
I mean, what does K represent?
Kisses!
Kisses. Kiss
No.
pie.
No, it represents Kellum. Oops, I did not cut that in the center. Well,
It's actually crunchy. It's not a fruit roll-up.
is it crunchy?
Yum.
Okay, and of course I don't have my
Wow,
pie
that's
server. I don't know where my pie server went, so I'm going to use the ice cream scoop.
Lisa wants to know if she can come over to our house for pie.
Yeah, ow, yes.
And Robin says, let's all go to Mike and Tara's for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
We have no one to
Bring the
come
side dish. That's all
Come
we
on
have.
over. We invited some friends. Thankfully, they came. We've never had
They haven't come yet.
anyone to celebrate Thanksgiving with since we've been in Colorado, except last year we did. Some friends from church invited us over, and it was a ton of fun. So this year we invited some other friends from church over.
Penny said, yes, Robin, I'll drive out and get you in my Mini Cooper and we'll do a road trip. Come on down. Charlie says, I have frozen apples in the freezer. Need a recipe for apple pie made with frozen apples.
Maybe this is why. Oh, sorry. So Nan said, I put a C on my pie, and I just realized that's for Cooper. So what if you're a Kellum?
Go ahead.
What if you're a Kellum and you marry Dad? Because K is also for kisses.
I
Can
don't
you
know.
tell more kisses? Oh, that's
There's your
fine.
water. Is it still hot? Watch Mike burn his mouth on live TV.
Wow, that was really delicious, but very hot, so I think I might wait. Eat the rest of it. It's really
Wait.
good.
Keep going.
What? It's really good.
Keep going.
It's super delicious.
Keep going.
It's amazing. It's wonderful.
Keep going.
I'm going to eat the whole thing for dinner,
Okay.
so you don't have to make pancakes after all.
All right. Yay.
I want pancakes for once.
You want pancakes, huh?
Regarding pie flavors, somebody said cherry. Lisa said coconut cream.
Key lime.
Somebody else said lemon. Sandra key lime. Kim pumpkin. Carol chocolate. Melinda banana cream.
Oh, yum.
Oh, and when you're having trouble with the crust, Grandma's Homestead said put it in muffin
Yeah,
pans.
that's a good idea.
And when you were singing, was it Let It Go you sang?
Oh, yeah.
Leanne said you're a joyful noise, Miss T. Amy in Australia says welcome to the real world, brought to you by Tara.
Yes.
Dolphin Man says I cook cakes for Meals on Wheels. Do you ever do sugar-free pies?
I don't, just because I don't need to be sugar-free, but if you use Splenda, usually you can exchange it evenly with Splenda.
And 1919 Farmhouse says homemade peach pie.
Yes.
Oh, Pamela would like to know if you could please make your yeast rolls.
So I think, knock on wood, I'm going to try and do them for Thanksgiving. We have so many recipes to do. I don't know if I'm going to get it done, but I think I'm going to try and do them for Thanksgiving. They are super delicious.
Ew.
And
Just kidding right now.
what?
It's something about the pie crust.
What?
I'm wondering if you don't have regular sugar, could you use brown sugar?
You could, and it would be tasty.
Ooh.
Do you think you would like that? Dinner rolls on page 77. These are super yummy. I'm going to try to make those hopefully for Thanksgiving. And back to the question on the frozen apples in the freezer. I would just use them like normal and just let them thaw out and drain the excess liquid off, like in a colander, and then use them. Now, I'm going to show you on Friday, but what Mom and I do is we pre-cook in the microwave or on the stovetop, whichever you want to do, our apple mixture before we put it in the pie crust. That way, your apples are cooked more before they get started, so you don't have this horrible burned crust on the side from having to cook your pie so long. So what I would do though for that is not cook, not pre-cook your apples. Just use them because they're already soft in the freezer. So.
Miss Steen says, where did you get that cute mug? We got
Walmart
it
last
year after Christmas at Walmart. I hardly ever want anything. And I saw that mug and I thought, oh, we have to get this mug.
And
This will
now
be
I've almost taken it over.
festive and cheery, but you've absorbed it.
I'll go buy me another one.
She kind of absorbs all of my stuff. What?
You know the saying,
Please don't be like.
queen of everything and king of what's left.
No, it should be king.
As
of
I'm here
everything.
basking in the glow of your shadow. Robin says,
I
happy
think
birthday
you
to BJ.
I think you stole the show yesterday.
Did I?
You did.
I didn't even realize it.
No, it was
Or I mean, Monday.
Arr. Oh.
Monday.
Thank you. I'll tell him.
Yeah, you
Penny's-
kind of did steal.
Penny said, how do we get samples? I'm not sure if she meant of the pie or of the soap.
I don't know.
Did you talk about
Well, I
samples?
guess of the pie, you'd have to come to my house and get it.
And Julie said, I'm currently working on pie crust at work for the high school kiddos. 13 giant pizza pans. Wow. She said, I have 3 more. Hope to finish up
Oh.
tomorrow. Then on to pumpkin pies for their turkey lunch. I hope they appreciate it. That's a lot of work.
A lot of pies.
Karen says, so do you bake ahead your pie crust and then freeze for later?
No, normally I don't. I wouldn't bake my pie crust earlier. What I would do is bake it and fill it and then freeze it. So like if I was making this pumpkin pie, I would bake it, the whole pie, and I would freeze the whole pie. Or freeze the pie crust dough like this. Or you can line your pan and make it flat too.
Tina says, I would love the idea of a gluten-free cookbook. I eat gluten-free and struggle with finding things to eat that aren't so expensive.
Actually, gluten-free
She
isn't...
says she has no choice but to eat gluten-free because she's celiac.
Yeah, eating gluten-free isn't expensive. It's the baked goods that are expensive. So if you just stay away from the baked goods, everything else is usually pretty inexpensive.
But sometimes it would be nice to be able to eat the baked goods.
Well, it would, but just don't eat a lot of it.
Katrina says, many years we wore shorts in Austin, Texas for Christmas, LOL. Katrina, I totally know because I grew up there. And I remember people getting tans on Christmas Day.
What?
So, yeah, they did.
Wait, in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Hawaii. I was like,
In Texas,
what?
it was cold sometimes, but it was very often 70s or hotter in December.
What? Hey, let's go to Texas
Um,
for Christmas.
Let's see.
Oh, I hope your hubby's doing better at his knee operation.
El Villeneuve.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphin Man says, when you're cooking way above sea level, I didn't see, is that maybe why it took so long? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, we are in Colorado, so stuff does take longer to cook here.
A lot of people saying Jack was cute. Oh, a lot of people were asking if he meant it was a lava lamp. It's not a lava lamp. It's like a really tall tube with these colored balls in it and bubbles that blow it up and then lights in the middle.
Mm-hmm. You fill it up with water and then it bubbles.
It was really kind of cool. David says we're at exactly 503 feet. Thank you for that, Dave.
Oh yeah, someone was asking, do we cook at a high elevation? I was like, yeah.
Anna says, what are you doing with your knife, the top of the soaps?
Oh, I was cleaning off. When I went to go put the embeds on, my hand kept slipping and touching the soap, and I got white soap on my red embeds, and I was scraping off the white. So it looks totally red. That smells so good.
And Rodney says, thank you, I got my books today. Yay! Awesome, Rodney.
Yay!
Karina says, that seems to be the new fad to be gluten-free. Why? For some people...
Well, so for some people like me, it physically makes me ill when I eat gluten. And once I cut that out, that eliminated one portion that was making my chronic fatigue syndrome worse. So for some people, that's what they need. Some people are celiac and they have an actual medical illness. Now, for the other 90% of the people who are gluten-free, it's just a fad. I don't know. They think it's healthier, but actually it's not.
If you need it,
so
like people with certain kinds of... Is celiac a genetic issue?
Well, it's a gut issue, but I don't know if it's genetic or not. It probably is.
But most of the people that do gluten-free don't actually have that, so it's kind of a fad.
I don't know why it's such a fad, but...
Just because somebody needs something to have... Grandma's home said, put the crust in cupcake tins, push in with fingers, use healthy choice chicken and dumpling soup for filling it. It makes the best little chicken pot pies.
Oh,
that sounds super delish.
That sounds great. That is a great idea.
So,
Dave, you're doing a great job.
Yay. Amy says, you know it's good when you're willing to burn your mouth. Yes, Amy, that's exactly the dilemma I was having. Jenny says, you two are so cute. Did he burn the frogger off his tongue, says Teresa.
Yes. Janelle, I am going to make sweet potato casserole for one of them.
Dolphin Man, great looking soap makes me want to start bathing again.
That's funny. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone for reporting. Sorry it took us a second to figure out, and we have blocked said individual. Dolphin Man, in New York you order a pie and they give you a pizza.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes. Okay, so back to Facebook because we have a bunch of questions we didn't answer. Penny, this is great to crochet to. Robin, Penny Pie Goop, she has her own vocabulary. Jill says, your mom says she puts a C on her pie, but you put a K on yours.
I do. I wonder why that is.
Confusing.
Could you give me...
Wendy says, at least you warned Dave. Is that, for which thing is that? Amy, I just discovered your YouTube channel about a month ago. I recently moved across the country, the USA, and love watching your videos. I love that you guys have streams too. I've wanted to start soaping for the past 5 years, but never actually started. Anyway, I love watching your family when I start taking your tips. I'll be watching more. I love baking and cooking and saving money. Sorry for the long-winded comment, but I just love you guys. Thank you, Amy.
Right. Well, thank you.
We love long-winded comments, especially when they're glowing about us.
Yeah, we love nice long-winded comments. If you got something bad to say, just go outside and say it, and just don't waste your time because we just delete it anyway. By the way, we do. Yeah, Dave. That's just so you guys know, we do delete negative comments. So, you know, if there's something on there and I start seeing it's going negative, I just make it go away. So.
And Dave is now a moderator, so he can bring a world of hurt on somebody.
I'm not sure.
So I wonder if you and Melinda are related. Melinda says I make a great potato casserole.
Oh, yum. I do too. That's what I'm gonna do in a couple, probably 3 or 4 or 5 episodes. Our potato, sweet potato casserole in here is page 135. And actually, guys, I forgot to put it on there. Sweet potato casserole, page 135, if you want it. Can you go to livingonadime.com and do our Thanksgiving? I totally spaced putting our Thanksgiving recipes on there.
On where?
Scroll down. Oops. Search. Do the search.
What do you want me to do?
Thanksgiving recipes. Mike's putting our Thanksgiving recipes. We have a article that is the 8 traditional Thanksgiving recipes. Mashed potatoes, how to roast a turkey, sweet potato casserole, pies.
Ow.
We put them all on there. So if you guys want traditional Thanksgiving recipes, that's what we're making for the next few
It just got shot
weeks.
by the computer.
Because you don't have to order takeout for Thanksgiving. You can do it yourself.
Let's see.
Unless you're feeling extra
You're welcome.
Mexican.
I'm glad we could
Well,
share the recipe, Nifty.
Let's see.
Oh.
Um,
Thank you, Vintage.
just making sure everything's gone from here. We got that person, right, Dave?
Yeah, we got
Okay,
it.
sorry.
I destroyed him.
Let's see. Still, there's more. We got lost in the comments for a minute. Melinda says pecan pie. Yum.
Uh-huh.
Penny, the saying is, Tara, what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine.
Yeah.
Amen! So anyway. Lisa says, I have the same mugs, LOL, the snowman one too. That one is, those are so cute. Cheryl, I need it cold for Christmas. It just wouldn't seem like Christmas. Yeah. It'll be cold here, but
Yeah.
definitely not in places like Texas. So, Laura says, my dad makes the best gluten-free brownies. He added applesauce for moisture.
Oh, you should try that. I did make a good gluten-free brownie with black beans, which seems really gross, but it's actually really good.
Michelle says, great to see you live. How was trick-or-treating with Stickman? It was good.
Stickman did good.
And we've kind of learned after all these kids to not overdo it. So we hiked, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks in a kind of a big circle, and then came back with some of our friends. So,
Michael put the recipe or put the link, Leah, to order the books on there for you.
Oh, Kathy says hi from Whidbey. So pretty. Charlene says, I wish people would share the gluten-free recipes they've tried. I'm supposed to put the link for the books, you said?
Yeah. So here's our sale.
Oh, the sale. Where's the sale?
Our pre-Christmas sale.
Oh, there it is.
Pre-Christmas Christmas sale. Going on till Friday.
Friday.
Okay, let's see. Maria, we just put the book link in for you.
Oh, thank you, Carol. I gotta make soap tonight, so I'll remark them.
Now, Cheryl says, I'm not celiac and I went gluten-free and lost 20 pounds. I'm wondering if that's from eating less grain in general. Because a lot of that stuff is, bread and stuff is, yeah, Deborah Jane says it's an autoimmune thing. But yeah, I think a lot of it is grains and breads and things that are fattening anyway. That's why I should stay off of it. Sorry. Mary Beth, Christmas in San Diego, brand new shiny bike spokes glistening in the bright warm sunshine.
Kim, yes, I am gluten sensitive, not celiac, but it does make me really, really sick when I eat gluten. I end up in really bad. It makes my CFS really bad. This, Lisa, is cold processed soap. But tonight I'm going to be making, hopefully, 3 batches of cold process and 1 batch of hot process tonight.
A few people were commenting on us removing negative comments. Penny says, wait, does that mean you took all my negative comments about
No.
food cake?
I don't take joking comments away. It's people that are like, she touched her hair and then she touched the food.
Or people that are cussing for no reason.
People that are just
like,
saying, well, that's a stupid way to do it. Well, this is the way I do it. If you don't like it, do it your way. I don't really care.
Or
But
someone was trash talking herself
So,
earlier, so I
yeah,
destroyed
so
that person
if
too.
they're just being nasty, we don't do that. So, oh yes, don't forget to set your clocks on Saturday.
Oh, is this the daylight savings change?
I can wait. I love daylight. Or I love falling back. I hate daylight savings.
Yeah.
I wish they would get rid of daylight savings. I hate it. Drives me crazy.
I wish
So I am
every year
so happy.
Kim says, I've noticed she touches flour, etc. Is that okay? I think that means you're touching the flour.
Yes.
She's not super sensitive.
No, I'm just sensitive if I ingest it. It does not bother me to touch it. Christine, I'm glad you like the gingerbread soap. Didn't that smell delicious? Oh.
My babe says, did you find any after Halloween sales?
I will be honest. I didn't even go to any after Halloween sales because I was so busy.
They still haven't marked them down enough yet.
Yeah,
They're not desperate enough for us to...
Maybe try to go tomorrow and see if there's anything left at all. I don't know. But
there was plenty earlier, but they only marked it down a little.
I have not had a chance to breathe. Last night I had a meltdown and was like, okay, you kids, you've got to start doing some work around here. I cannot do this all myself.
Yeah, the nostrils were flaring.
I was flaring.
The smoke was indicating fire was getting ready to come forth.
That's when I threw her down the stairs.
As Dave used to say.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you want to say, Jack?
Just think, in 4 years, I'm gonna be waking up at about 4:30. At about 12:30 in the afternoon.
With all the falling back and springing forward stuff?
Yeah.
Because with
I think he means when he gets to be a teenager.
He means with all the time changes.
Oh, does he mean with the time change?
With all the time changes,
like
right?
all the daily savings.
Yeah.
So if you fall back an hour, it's going to require you to sleep 5 more hours? Because you're kind of off your schedule,
No, just because the time's going to be.
I know, I'm just joking.
Dad.
I was trying to get the wheels to start turning.
Yeah.
I have an idea of what... Oh.
Sarah says, I can't wait for my soap to come. I'm so excited.
Yay! So all the Etsy orders that I have so far they're needing to be cured still. So next week I will be shipping them. So I'm not ignoring your orders. It's just you guys have ordered soaps that aren't fully cured. And I did note that in the description when I put it up there. But
Sheila says, I'm so excited. I just ordered your books. Can't wait to get them. Love your shows. Thank you so much for giving us these great ideas and recipes. You're welcome, Sheila.
You're welcome.
Deborah Jane's in the UK, and she says, do you have bonfire night on the 5th in USA? We do not. Is that a all UK thing?
I think it was an old Catholic tradition for Halloween that moved over.
Interesting.
On the 5th of November, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, you're learning something, huh?
Yeah, we learned the origins of Halloween, all of it.
Laura says, I started watching Penny Pinch and Mama. They're awesome. Kathy says, I get no reception on my TV on Whidbey Island, so I watch or listen to you guys all day long. Oh, man. I love Whidbey Island. Okay. Katrina, I cook for 3 days prior to Thanksgiving. I love it. Wow. Yeah, Donna was asking what bonfire night is.
How do I do Thanksgiving cherry with fibro and CFS flares? Well, I will be honest. I think I have cooked one Thanksgiving dinner since we've been married. Well, no, I did a couple in Kansas, I guess. When my brother would come over for Thanksgiving, we did a couple. But honestly, we went out to eat for Thanksgiving. Before the kids were born, it was just Mike and Mom and I, and we had this great buffet. Oh, remember Grandma's? Oh, was that what it was called?
In Lewiston, Idaho.
It was so good.
So
we would go out to eat at the buffet because it was just Mom and Mike and I. Well, then the kids were born and they were little.
That was the best buffet place. I wonder if it's still there.
I don't know, but it was so good. So then the kids were born and they were little, and we still went out to eat because by the time I bought everything and it was just us, it really wasn't worth it. And why go to all that work? I wanted to enjoy myself. So then the kids got older and we moved to Kansas, and my brother came over once or twice, but they usually spent Thanksgiving with my sister-in-law's parents, so we didn't even see it then. So we ate out then because we had no one to spend Thanksgiving with, and why go to all that work? So I think 2 years ago I fixed Thanksgiving for us, but I don't normally cook Thanksgiving dinner. And 2 years ago I did make Thanksgiving dinner. And Dave, do you want to tell them what happened when I cooked Thanksgiving dinner?
Wait, what?
My grandparents came over for Thanksgiving dinner. Usually they go to my cousin's house.
Wait, which one?
And I went to pull the turkey out of the oven.
Oh yeah, and she dropped.
I wish we had this picture.
We have it. We just didn't know we were going to need it today.
Can I say it?
The turkey boiled over. I went to pull it out, and what happened, Dave?
She dropped it and it completely exploded all over the floor and all the counters.
It was
and everything.
everywhere.
The turkey was all over the floor, and I mean,
Including her.
the counter. It was all over me,
30
all over
minute
the
rule.
counters. And I mean, it splatted. And our turkey is delicious, and it literally falls off the bone. And I kid you not, it fell off the bone. There was turkey splatted everywhere. And I just about cried. I was like, why
cry.
do I even try?
But Grandma was kind of suppressing a laugh. 'Cause
I'll be right back.
this is her grandmother,
My
so
grandma.
she's 80-something years old.
She's like, only Tara would dump the turkey on the floor for Thanksgiving.
But she had the composure not to just completely bust out laughing.
She did. She didn't totally just laugh at me, but now we all laugh about it, so. What measuring cups? Oh, okay. Go get them and
Got
show them
even
real
more
quick.
questions. How many more do we
More
want to do?
questions. Ugh. Okay.
Teresa says, "Got to have the green bean casserole." Yeah.
Yes,
definitely.
I'm going to make the green bean casserole. So Jack wants to show you guys. So when the boys start cooking, doing some of their cooking shows, we got this, and Jack is super. Oops. Oh dear.
It's falling apart, but
Okay.
we can put it back together because I.
So we got this for the boys. It's an R2D2 measuring cup.
This is when they were starting to help us on the show.
Yeah.
Before it was a live show.
Yes, before it was live. So when we do Christmas candies, we'll maybe have them help us with
need
this.
to put this in here. Put that there.
Okay.
We need to lift this up. So then we can actually put
You guys
these
still
in.
hanging on? Looks like it.
Okay. Let's see. Open. This one goes here, and then this here, and then.
Turd wants to know what day is Thanksgiving here, because she's in.
So Thanksgiving is
Iceland, right?
always the last Thursday in November. So
you
whatever
just
the
did
last
something wrong.
Thursday is. Yes, so here's our R2D2
You did
measuring cups
something
and
wrong.
spoons.
Hold
Okay.
on, let me fix
Hold
it.
on, let's get through these. Okay,
Hold on.
fix it.
Sin says, "Your meatloaf and au gratin potato recipe is so delish. I made this combo for dinner. I live by your recipes, Jill and Tara." Thank you.
Yay! So those are in Dining on a Dime cookbook, which you can get for $39 plus 3 other books, and I will sign Dining on a Dime. Free shipping. It is off sale on Friday.
After Friday.
I'm just gonna get the
It's
one
Friday.
that's...
Friday's
on
the
all the way
last
through
day you
Saturday.
can order. Friday's the last day you can order. There you go. Thank you, Dave.
I'm just gonna get the
Uh-oh.
one that we...
You're cute.
Jamie, I think this is. Jamie says, "Oh, good. My family from Arvada all decided it's my new house for Thanksgiving."
Woo! You're gonna have fun with that one, especially since you're still unpacking.
Brown Eyed Babes asks, "Have you used this crust for apple dumplings, cobblers, and roly-poly? It seems fragile."
Yes, I have for cobblers, not apple dumplings, but it would probably work. Huh? The only reason why it was so fragile today was because it got so warm with the studio lights and I had the oven on. So, huh? What? Go ahead.
So, guess what? This turns into like measuring cups.
And this is a half cup. This is a third of a cup.
Then they have these little spoons that pop out of the.
And those are the teaspoons and tablespoons.
Quarter teaspoon and 1 teaspoon.
Everything teaspoon.
Teaspoon, yeah.
Hey,
And
when can we
then-
start the quiz?
We have a 1 cup, and we have a
Quarter cup.
quarter cup.
Very good. Okay.
Then this isn't really a cup necessarily, but
Yep.
but I guess you can use it for a cup.
Okay, let Mom finish because Mom's starting to fade fast. All right, let's see. Let's get the last of our questions here. Just go take and sit over there, okay?
What? Dave says, "Ooh, I love casserole." What? Grandma's home said
Well,
says
when
sweet.
BJ makes it,
Oh, when BJ makes it,
tater
you
tot
like it.
casserole, yeah.
tater tot cast.
Grandma's home says sweet potato casserole can be made ahead of time and frozen because it freezes
Yeah.
really well. Oh. Yeah, Dolphin Man was talking about cooking pies below sea level, and how is that possible? He says cooking on Navy submarines. Everybody asking for your mom to come back with a story.
We'll try and get on her story maybe in 2 weeks. We'll see if we can get it in.
I just told her to come over here for the holidays.
Anna wanted to send a Christmas gift to your mom for how much her Adventures CEO has helped me. Could you link her P.O. box? Actually,
Anna, you can email me, and I will personally give you that. Email me at editor@livingonadime.com. editor@livingonadime.com, and I will get you that information.
Jenny says, sounds like Christmas in Hawaii. Dreadfully hot, only gets frosty when we crank up the air conditioning. That's too bad. Dolphin Man, it would be great to view your Thanksgiving meals. Thanks for being on. Uh-oh. Oh, Betty, been looking forward to you going to Tara's, Jill. Yay. Well, then I won't be on the stream anymore. What?
Jack, you're
I'll be booted.
hopping all over.
I'll be booted for the mother-in-law.
Okay.
Maxed Out is asking
Okay. Just go to the bathroom.
if you could make a homemade white chocolate ice cream.
Probably. I might have to do it after Christmas, but yeah.
Jamie says Halloween stuff is still only like 30% off. It was 50 at King Soopers today, but we usually get it. We usually wait till it's really marked down.
Really marked down.
Grandma's Homestead. I am going to make up one batch of gun soap for Christmas. Probably in 2 weeks. I don't know. If I get as soon as I can get my big soap molds, I'll be doing more of this. I'm just waiting for my new soap molds to get made.
Teresa says it's sad when your kids catch the bus and it's still dark outside. Yeah.
I know, Teresa. I agree.
We lived in Idaho. I'd go to work in the dark and come home in the dark.
Yeah.
Jenny says Guy Fawkes Day is Bonfire Day. We'll have to look it up.
Yes, Birdie, we're still alive, but we're going fast.
Amy's dying with excitement, waiting for books.
Yay, Amy! I mailed them. I think yesterday. Yeah, I think yesterday.
All right. I hope I didn't miss something here, but you're getting worn out, aren't you? You want to look anymore? All right.
We passed my limit.
Okay.
You
Tara's
raise me up
Tara's gone for
so
the day.
I can finish the show.
Dave
Not
says he's
pushing me
tired.
up hard enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
I
want
am.
to see if there are any more? Here?
Okay,
Kind of want to stop the
We're
the
live.
last
almost
couple of questions.
Set clocks back Saturday night. Yes. All right. Sarah's wondering when she.
Yes, I think you should, Sarah.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Hope I didn't miss any major ones.
Rhonda, 500 people?
Rhonda says I cook for 500 plus for Thanksgiving. Been doing it for 7 years.
Wow.
Whoa, do you own a restaurant?
You are some kind of superwoman.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, and Deborah says we have fireworks on, I hope it's Guy Fawkes night.
All right, guys.
Or
That
is
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, we have to check it out.
$39 for our books. Please grab them because I want them gone. This is a great deal. So we are really, we're almost giving them away because I'm tired of shipping books and we're going to send these to Amazon. So $39. I'm autographing them, free shipping, and a free Plan Ahead leftovers. And tonight on the Homestead Network, it is Simply Circus. And oh, I'm so sorry, Simply. I can't remember what time they're on. I think it was 9 Eastern, I believe. I'm not sure.
I think it's 9.
And please visit us, all of us on the Homestead Network. There's a whole bunch of YouTubers on there, and we're all teaching different things. And today I was teaching pie crust. So
Hold on. Let me find the time.
we will be back on Friday, and I will make either apple
Simply
pie.
Circus at 9 to 10.
Okay, Simply Circus is on at 9. Thank you, Dave.
Eastern.
Eastern, 9
Yeah.
Eastern. And we will be back Friday at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, 4:30 Mountain, 3:30 Pacific, 2:30 in Alaska, and sometime in the middle of the night in England,
And in the morning in Australia and Japan
Japan.
and New Zealand.
Please visit us at Living on a Dime. We really appreciate your support, guys. It really helps us a lot when you share, like, subscribe, and tell everyone. YouTube, oh, by the way, real quick.
And if you have any friends or family that you think would like to watch, tell them about it. We'd love to have
Yes.
everybody.
And it appears YouTube has gone on an unsubscribing binge again. not real happy about.
Hey, I'm still subscribed. That's good.
So please make sure you're subscribed. If you want to stay subscribed, they went through and unsubscribed like 50 or 100, at least 100 people actually today.
Oh, I thought it was like 1,000. You said it was 30.
Oh, no, it was like 1,000 people. Yeah. No. I don't know. They unsubscribed a whole bunch of people from our thing, from our site today. So if you want to stay subscribed, please check and make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube is being a dork again. So anyway, have a good night, guys. Thank you for visiting us. We'll see you on Friday.
Yep, it's been great having you.
And
Bye.
I'll be making soap tomorrow during the day too, so.
Okay.
On
Have a good
Facebook
one.
only on the show.
Yeah, only on Facebook.
Stop the show now.
We're done.
Bye.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys later.
See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, Turin. Thanks for watching so late. Haven't seen Sue
Bye.
lately.
She's moving. She emailed me today and said she was moving.